short for Elvis Brown, or Easter Bunny, came hopping into my life, our life. My husband and I live here. And so he's very much part of the class when and if he wants to be. And so I'd like to, just in terms of a bit of housekeeping, yoga prompts, potentially, if you have some. If you have a pet, your pet's more than welcome. Children are welcome. We are, most of us, situated at home these days. Certainly I am. And I guess the only proviso for that would be that I'm able to kind of mute the audio on your end. And so I guess I'd like to just jump in at this point and a gentle reminder that part of our yoga practice is making sure what we need to set ourselves up comfortably. And so today I'm wearing jeans. It's not necessary for me to have full-on yoga gear at any time really, to do yoga practice. Really, we're not getting down on the floor today, so jeans are more than appropriate. And essentially, I guess the message would be that you are comfortable. And so some of the prompts that we use in the yoga classes are blocks. So if you happen to have a yoga block, that can sometimes be useful. And so what I like to do with that is maybe place it between my feet. Might be that I'll place it at my back, on my back, particularly in the thoracic area. And that can help facilitate some ease and comfort and sitting up comfortably. And so the other alternative to a block might be a rolled sticky mat. If you happen to have a yoga mat. So that could be a rolled blanket, a sticky mat, a block. Also, I think, temperature-wise, making sure that you're in a space that feels comfortable for you. The morning classes are more about energizing, relaxing and energizing. And so a little more heated practice than it might be later in the day. And I guess that's it. So for the housekeeping. And so I hope you enjoy the class, and thank you as always to the Disability Foundation for teaching me and inviting me to share this gift from our India's gift to the West, yoga. And so I'm going to put EB down now, and he lives here, so he knows his way around. And so here you go, love. And so an invitation to make sure that your feet are placed evenly on the floor or on your footrests. If you are seated in a wheelchair, that your chair is turned off or that your brakes are on. And so beginning with a centering practice. So an invitation to invite you to set aside whatever was going on for you before the class for the duration, knowing that you can come back to that after class. And so ground through your feet. Centering ground through the soles of your feet. If you can't feel your feet in the gross sort of way, visualize, imagine your feet. So visualization is powerful. And then when you're ready, root down to your sits bones. You're noticing where your bottom and your thighs are in contact with your seat. And then energy moving in two directions. Lengthen from the tip of your tailbone all the way up through to the crown of your head. So you might imagine that you have a thread on top of your head and it's pulling you way up to the sky. And maybe just rolling our shoulders back and down a few times. Tuck your chin in slightly to release the back of your neck. Our belly is soft, breath quiet. And then an invitation to bring your hands to Anjali Mudra in front of your heart center. And maybe taking a moment to notice how it feels to have your hands in Anjali Mudra at your heart center. So if this creates any imbalance for you, choose another placement for your hands. And so it might be that you feel better with your hands at your navel center. And so we never forfeit balance to come into a pose or movement. As you're ready, lifting your heart to your hands, bow your head to your heart. And take a moment to set a simple intention for your practice. The Sankalpa. Set your intention with one word, and we'll revisit your intention at the end of the practice. And then lift your heart to your hands, our head still bowed to our heart. Release your arms down by your side or wherever feels comfortable for you. Open up your armpits and wiggly fidgets. Shake your hands vigorously. And so if anything I share with you feels uncomfortable, exacerbates pain, if you ever feel dizziness, nausea, come out of the pose or the movement. Take a moment and come back to your breath. Maybe decide if it feels comfortable for you to come back into the pose of the movement in a more gentle way. Or it might be that it's just not the pose for you today. So we have good days and better days. And then when you're ready, I'd like to invite you to, again, repose. So sitting up nice and tall, push down through your feet. So this might be an energetic pushing down. Our belly, our Buddha belly is soft, breath is quiet. And lengthen from the tip of your tailbone all the way up through to the crown of your head. Maybe just rolling our shoulders back and down a few times. And tuck your chin in slightly to release the back of your neck. And then I'd like to invite you to begin to move your gaze downward. So moving away from the busyness in our brains and more towards our heart. Allowing our facial muscles to soften and release. And breath is calm. Our jaws relaxed. And then I'd like to invite you to bring a gentle awareness to your breath. Not about changing anything. You're just noticing where your body moves as you breathe. You're noticing as we inhale, things expand. And on exhales, on our exhale, things contract. Notice, are you a belly breather or a chest breather? And so no judgment. We need both at various times. More on that later. And so is your breath long? Is it smooth or is it jagged? And so moving from breath awareness to 2 simple breathing exercises that research shows can help with pain management and anxiety. And so breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Or maybe breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. If it feels better for you, breathing in and out through your mouth. So if you have an obstruction of any kind, breathe in whatever way you can. And then begin to deepen your inhale and lengthen your exhale. And see if you can begin to smooth out your breath. So there are no pauses or jerkiness between our inhales and our exhales. If at any point you notice that your mind gets distracted and wants to wander off, know that that's okay. That's the nature of our mind. Simply bring your awareness back to your breath. And now see if you can add a quality of softness to your breath. You might imagine that you just tasted something delicious. Or it might be that you're hanging out with your favorite fur friend. And see if you can bring some of that same softness to areas of your body that you feel are too tight or knotted. Our breath is long and smooth and soft as we breathe in and as we breathe out. And just for a few more breaths, or as long as it feels comfortable, I'd like to invite you to keep this simple breathing exercise flowing. If at any point you notice that your mind gets distracted and wants to wander off, as often it will, you bring a gentle awareness to the sounds around you. And so I can hear the birds just outside my window. I can hear the hum of the computers in my office space. And so maybe bringing a gentle awareness to the tone of my voice. And then in a loving way, bring your awareness back to your breath. Our old friend, our breath. Wherever you are in your breath cycle, allow your breath to come back to its natural rhythm. Your natural rhythm. Maybe observing the rise and fall of your chest and belly. So maybe placing one hand on your Buddha belly, the other on your heart center. That feels comfortable for you. And then drop your chin towards your chest. Gradually blink your eyes open. And so we're falling awake, not asleep. Falling awake, not asleep. So roll your shoulders back and down just a few times. Give your hands shake out. So repose. Do whatever you need to do to feel comfortable. So sitting effortlessly upright. And so sometimes a little bit of weight on our thighs. Mostly today we're going to be focused on upper body, neck and shoulders. And so a little bit of weight can help ground us. So more as I go along teaching online, I'll share about the amazing gift of yoga prods and how they facilitate us coming into our yoga practice in a way that's supportive. And, however, for now, I'd like to share a practice with you called sun breath with a meditation on the heart. And so, sitting up nice and tall, effortlessly upright. An invitation to bring your hands to Anjali Mudra at your heart center, or it might be that your hands are placed on your navel center. On your inhale, extend your arms away from you. And then bringing our palms back together at the heart center, maybe at our navel center. So if you'd like, imagine the sun at your heart center. On your inhales, as you extend your arms away from you, up and away, imagine the rays of the sun radiating out all around you. And then gather that light and bring it back inside. It's a symbol of the light that's always inside us. Inhale. And if you'd like, adding the sound Om, you're more than welcome to listen if you'd rather. On exhale, as you're ready, Om. Inhale, reaching up and out. So if we chant from the belly, you might be able to feel more of a vibration. And so last Om, inhale. Place one hand on your Buddha belly, the other on your heart center. if that's available to you and you would like. And take a moment to maybe feel the rise and fall of your chest and your belly. Drop your chin towards your chest. Gradually blink your eyes open. And so, falling awake, not asleep. Shake your hands vigorously. Wiggly fidgets. And so one of my friends, students, suggested the bum walk. To do the bum dance. So maybe shifting your weight from side to side, pulling the buttock flesh away from your sits bones. If you would like to walk your bottom, your hips forward in the chair, come forward about 2/3 of the way. And so if you need the back of the chair for support, honor that. And so yoga meets us right where we are. And so ground through your feet. Center and ground through the soles of your feet. So we want to keep our connection with Mother Nature. We tend to start losing that. Root down through your sits bones. Maybe noticing where your bottom and your thighs are in contact with your seat. Lengthen from the tip of your tailbone all the way up through to the crown of your head. So you might imagine that you have a thread on top of your head and it's pulling you way up to the sky. Roll your shoulders back and down just a few times. Tuck your chin slightly to release the back of your neck. And so, it's more of not letting your head hang. Just really hard on our breathing and so on, but more of a tucking our chin in slightly. Okay, so you might imagine that you're a turtle. And then as you're ready, you will come in to warm up for our neck and shoulders. So beginning with our head movement, so simple neck rolls. See if you can resist the temptation to go to your full range of motion. Our belly is soft, breath quiet. And other direction. Move your head from side to side as if nodding no. If you'd like, move your head up and down as if nodding yes. If you'd like, you could include a mantra, so saying a few words of inspiration. For example, as we're imagining, maybe nodding yes, so you can say, I am, I can, and I will. Or choosing whatever words work for you. And then sitting up nice and tall. Adjust your bottom, your hips, sitting comfortably, effortlessly upright. Chin's tucked in slightly, lengthen. And then an invitation to tip your ear towards your shoulder. So I'm not going to cue left, right with this. So we tend to go to the side that's the least tight first, so our body's listening. And then maybe releasing your left arm down by your side or wherever feels comfortable for you. So not a gentle reminder, never forfeiting balance to come into a pose or movement. So it might be that you feel comfortable pushing through the palm of your hand and reaching up, way up to the sky. And so, yeah, if you have a yoga buddy that can help you with the movements, wonderful. And then come on back to the midline center. So placing your palm face up or down at the heart center, head comes back center. And let's explore this movement on the same side 3 more times. With the arm extending out to whatever side you'd like. And drop your ear towards your shoulder. Release your opposite arm down by your side. And then pushing through the palm of your hand like you're going to put a nice, I don't know, your favorite pie, coconut cream pie, your friend's vicinity face if you like. On inhale, come on back center. And comes palms face up at the heart center if that's available to you. 2 more times. Drop your ear towards your shoulder, other arm released by your side. Pushing through the palm of your hand, reaching up to your place. On inhale, we'll meet back at center. Palm face up, release. Soft Buddha belly, quiet breath. And so let's practice a movement on the other side. So it's not about forcing one limb to do what the other is doing. You just want them talking to each other. And so when you're ready, other side. Drop your ear towards your shoulder. Release your arm down by your side or wherever feels comfortable for you. Pushing through the palm of your hand. So this might be your movement, your pose. You might feel comfortable moving with your breath, reaching up a little higher. Maybe even way up to the sky. Then slowly come on back center. So 3 more times on this side. Drop your ear towards your shoulder. Release your other arm down by your side, reaching up to the sky. On inhale, meeting back at center. Palm face up, so it might be at the yoga belly, maybe at the heart center. And drop your ear towards your shoulder, extend your arm away from you. Palm comes back up at the heart center, head to midline, and release. So I think I did the same number, both sides. And so an invitation to release your arms down by your side, maybe on your lap, wherever feels comfortable for you, and wiggly fidgets. So a little more vigorous this time. Wiggly fidgets. Dance like a toddler. They don't care who's watching. So we are unique, our body minds ever changing. For good days, better days. And so from here, let's continue to explore together, if you'd like, shoulder shrugs. So moving our shoulders in circular movements. So it might be that you alternate from side to side, doing one arm at a time or shoulder. Or maybe it feels okay for you, it feels good to do both. So notice, how is your balance? So if you're losing your balance, gentle reminder, bodies, we never forfeit balance to come into a pose or movement. And then other direction. The soft belly, quiet breath. And now, if you'd like, maybe exploring alternating from side to side. Soft, organic movements, nothing rigid. And then other direction. Good. Release your arms down by your side or wherever feels comfortable for you. Spiral your palms open. Open up your armpits, reaching up. And so, broad through the collarbones, extend beyond your wrists to your fingertips. So it might be that you're practicing this pose, which is static at the moment. You move in and out of poses. You stay in them. And so maybe noticing, does it feel better to have your palms face up, or does it feel better to have your palms face down? So rolling your thumbs down towards the earth and the floor. So up or down. And then as you're ready, on inhale, reaching up into mountain pose. Okay. So maybe noticing how it feels to have your arms up along your ears. If this doesn't feel comfortable for you, choose another placement for your arms. So it might be that we bring our arms into gold pose. So I'm going to choose gold pose for today. Ground through your feet, center and ground through the soles of your feet. Sit bones sharp on the chair, lengthen from the tip of your tailbone all the way up through to the crown of your head. And 3, 2, 1. Release your arms down by your side. Wherever feels comfortable for you, roll your shoulders back and down just a few times. Rest your hands, palms face up or down as desired. Just going to adjust my placement of the iPad a little bit so you can see my hands. Not quite set up yet so that you can see my feet, or my knees in this case it looks like, but for now, especially want us to be able to connect, at least visually with our hands. And so our hands are connected not only to our heart, but to our mind as well. And so maybe noticing which feels better for you. To rest your palms on your thighs, your hands face up or face down. Or if you're a comedian, it might be one up, one down. Right, my friend Michael likes to keep me on my toes. So palms face up or palms face down. If you are feeling scattered, restless, which in my humble opinion is why most of us come to yoga, rest your palms face down. This can help ground us. If you are feeling tired, invitation to explore with me, resting your palms face up, open to receive. And notice, how is your breath? And notice any subtle sensations. Trust that the sensations are there. I'm not going to be a big rocket ship blasting through the sky. And then when you're ready, moving on, Release your arms by your sides, spiral your palms open, open up your armpits, and again, completely fidget. And so I like to come into a pose called Eagle Pose. And so this is particularly strengthening for our shoulders, our arms, or upper back. And so when you're ready, I'd like to invite you to bend your elbows, palms facing each other. Right, so it might be that you're resting your arms on let's see, here's an opportunity to share what one of the yoga props possibly looks like, a bolster. Right, so whatever feels supportive for you. It might be that you're practicing with one arm at a time. And so I will share the practice today with my arms bent in front of me, palms facing each other. And then an invitation to cup your left elbow point with your right hand. So we'll go with a cue of left or right for simplicity's sake, mostly for my part for now. And notice how that feels for you. So this might be your pose today. Or it might be that you feel comfortable with drawing your arm in towards your heart. So in towards the midline. Maybe on an inhale, reaching up a little higher. And then if it's available to you and you would like, maybe even coming forward a little. So that shifting forward might be so subtle, it's just apparent to you. And then slowly come out of the pose on this side. Whew. Take a moment, rest your hands on your thighs, palm up or down as desired. And notice how that feels. So whatever we do on one side, we do on the other if possible. So if you'd like, let's begin with our elbows bent, palms facing each other. Cup your left elbow or right elbow point with your left palm. Maybe drawing your arm into the midline a little. Notice how this feels. So we want that just right amount of effort and ease. So it might feel okay on an inhale to reach up a little further. Hinging from the hips. So you might visualize coming forward a little, or you might physically feel comfortable coming forward. And 3, 2, 1. Release by pressing down through your inner heels. Come back to a neutral spine. Release your arms down by your side or wherever feels comfortable for you. Soft belly, quiet breath. Okay, so moving on, let's come into a flow again. So I remember a yoga teacher years ago, I picked up this idea, imagination, visualization of a string of pearls, and when we do our moving in and out of poses, adapted, modified, however you want to frame that, to think of it as a string of pearls. And so always sitting comfortably, effortlessly upright, ground through your feet, Sit bones sharp on the chair. You might shift your weight from side to side. Lengthen from the tip of your tailbone all the way up through to the crown of your head. Roll your shoulders back and down just a few times. Tuck your chin in slightly to release the back of your neck. And we'll come into the flow now that we're prepared. So arms are bent in front of you. Draw your forearms together. On inhale, open up your chest. Elbow points down towards the earth. Turn your palms facing inward. On inhale, reach up to the sky. And then on exhale, float your arms down. So let's repeat this flow 2 more times. And so elbows bent, palms facing each other. Draw your forearms towards each other, two together. Inhale, open. Lovely chest opener. Tuck your chin in slightly. Remember that turtle. Elbow points down towards the earth. Turn your palms so they're facing inward. Reach up to the sky. Way up to your place. And float your arms down. So it might be, it feels good to float your arms down in front of you, maybe down along the side. And so we'll begin again, fin again. Reaching up. Elbows bent. Draw your forearms together. Inhale, open up your chest. So you might imagine that you have a walnut or a pea between your shoulder blades and you're squishing that pea or cracking that walnut. And the elbow points come down towards the earth. Turn your palms so they face inward, if that feels comfortable for you. And then reaching up to the sky. If it doesn't create tension in your neck, take a look between your palms and return your gaze on the horizon. Mountain pose. Grounded through feet, sit bones sharp on the chair. Energy moving in 2 directions. And then float your arms. Rest your hands on your thighs, palm up or down as desired. Notice how you feel. And so often you will hear me say the yoga is not about what we look like. The diagnostic tool is how do I feel? Okay. And so let's come into a gentle movement to help find our balance. And so movements of the spine. So let's begin by coming into a movement called finding our balance. So sitting up nice and tall, push down through your feet. So an energetic pushing down if you like. Belly is soft, breath is quiet. Tuck your chin in slightly to release the back of your neck. And then if it works for you, hinging from the hips, come forward a little. So forward folds, this movement can be calming for our nervous system. If we come into it in a way that's fits us, so you as an individual. And so an invitation to keep this gentle movement flowing. And sometimes when we close our eyes as we're practicing these movements, it can be interesting. So if you have certain conditions, coming any more than 20% would be contraindicated. For example, bulging disc, fractures. And so you are the expert on your own body. And then come on back to a neutral spine. Belly is soft, so not an easy place to get to in our culture. And breath is quiet. And notice how you feel, how this feels. You feel, this is you. And then let's shift our weight from side to side. Release your arms down by your side if that feels okay, extending beyond your wrists, beyond your fingertips. Come on back to neutral spine, hands on your thighs, palm up or down as desired. And notice how this feels. So wherever you are in your breath cycle, I'd like to invite you to take a nice deep inhale through your nose, unless you're congested or have some obstruction. And on your exhale, see if you can draw your sits bones towards each other a little. And then release. Did you feel a subtle shift? So it might be so subtle that it's only apparent to you. So that might have been a little lift in your chest. And then when you're ready, I'd like to invite you to draw your hands in towards your hip creases. As you do, begin to turn your gaze up towards the sky, or your ceiling. So it might be that our eyes meet where the ceiling meets the wall. Careful not to throw your head back. So you'll know if your head's back too far, if it's difficult to swallow. And we'll stay here for a few breaths, or as long as feels comfortable. As you're ready, slowly come out of the pose. And we'll come into a gentle warm-up for our upper spine. So around your upper back, drawing your chin in towards your chest. And then arching your upper back, slide your shoulders away from your ears. And so in your own time and rhythm, just for a few more breaths, practicing this gentle warm-up for upper back and spine. When you're ready, finish up the movement that you're on. Release your arms down by your side or wherever feels comfortable for you. And rest your hands on your thighs, palm up or down as desired. And notice how that feels. And so during some of my chaos this morning, I'm a child of chaos. I left my phone with the time outside the space. So I'm just going to lean in so that I can see what time it is. And, well, okay. So it's 1:02. So I think let's move towards our short guided meditation and final relaxation. And so an invitation to come seated comfortably back in your chair. So it might be that you're seated on the couch, on the floor, if you're back against it, some support, wherever that is. Come into a comfortable seat in preparation for a short guided meditation. And so roll your shoulders back and down just a few times. Yeah. An invitation to place your hands in a mudra. The mudras were created to help us focus our mind. And so the mudra I'd like to explore with you is called Diamond Mudra. And so if I'm mistaken in any way, I am a student first. Please feel free to enlighten me. And so Diamond Mudra, right hand rests in the left, thumbs connect, hands resting on our thighs or wherever feels comfortable for you. So traditionally meditation is practiced sitting. However, so in other circumstances, more than appropriate to lie down if you'd like. If you need or want to recline in your chair, feel free. And so if this placement, this mudra works for you, lovely. If it doesn't, choose another mudra. And then an invitation to look down and into your heart. See what you can see. Maybe removing your glasses if that feels comfortable for you. And then imagine that you're breathing in towards your heart. So breathing in, I know that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know that I'm breathing out. As my in-breath grows deep, my out-breath grows slow. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I feel ease. Breathing in, I smile. Breathing out, I release. Dwelling in the present moment, I know this is a wonderful moment. So Thich Nhat Hanh, beloved Zen Buddhist monk, an elder, 93 years old. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Knowing, I'm going to add a little, that this is a wonderful moment. So our meditation is about intention, not the fruit. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Dwelling in the present moment, I know this is a wonderful moment. So come into whatever position you'd like for your final relaxation, Shavasana, corpse pose. And so feel free to recline if you have super duper chair that you can recline in, recline. Make sure that your head and neck is supported, that you are warm enough. Close your eyes softly or soften your gaze. So when we soften our gaze, it is calming for our nervous system. We're closing our eyes about 3/4 of the way. Hands are resting, palms face up or down as desired. Roll your shoulders back and down just a few times. We're not scrunching our shoulder blades together, but allow your shoulders to soften away from our ears. Soft yoga belly, the area between our pubic bone and our navel. Soft palms, quiet breath. Allow your breath to reflect the pose. Relax your jaw, unclench your teeth. Let there be a little space between your teeth. Soften your lower jaw. Soften around your temples. Soften the area between your eyebrows. Wide forehead. Mentally, on inhale, if you'd like, saying the word let, and on exhale, go. Inhale, let, exhale, go. Om Namo. It's challenging to quiet your mind. Sometimes placing your hands on our Buddha belly or yoga belly if you'd like. And bringing our awareness to our breath can be helpful. And so when you're ready, without changing anything, bring a gentle awareness to your breath. thank your body. Thank your body again. And as one of the teachers, Matthew Sanford, who lives in Minneapolis, shared, our bodies are the best home our mind will ever have. And then begin to deepen your inhale, lengthen your exhale. Drop your chin towards your chest and gradually blink your eyes open. Wiggle your fingers and toes, hands and feet. And come on up, seated comfortably to finish up your yoga practice. And I will do the same. Thank you, okay. To finish up my yoga teaching. And so, an invitation to begin to move gently. And so gently that if I was to be able to see you, I might not even notice that you're moving. Come back to stillness. And then take your hands into Anjali Mudra at your heart center. Maybe your hands are placed on your Buddha belly. And so take a moment to, if you set an intention for your practice, to bring that back to mind. And then let it go. Take a moment to honor yourself and each other everywhere. Participated in class this morning, or maybe pick it up online in the recording. And so honor yourself and each other for showing up for yoga practice this morning. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. And thank you to all the folks behind the scenes who are helping to make this happen. From the Disability Foundation, Nina this morning, and so on. And so the teacher me honors and appreciates the teacher in each of you. Thank you. Yeah. Questions or feedback, I'm more than happy to answer. And so Nina, yes, I understand now that my co-host, Nina, today is facilitating things behind the scenes. So I'm more than happy to hang out. Your feedback.
Yes, hi. Okay, that went great. That was really good. Thanks for bearing with me with the technical difficulties. I know that wasn't ideal.
Hey, it was awesome.
Yeah, so I reached out to David and Shireen, who are helping to organize everything as well, and told them what happened. And they said that honestly, it gets a lot more views after something's posted anyways. So I'm sure that people will still get to benefit a lot from today's practice. And that'll go up hopefully later today, if not then earlier tomorrow. And I'll crop out all of our chatting in the beginning and the end so that it'll just be your practice.
So Nina, I'm curious, is it possible to put your visual on so I can see you?
Sorry, I thought it was on, my bad.
That makes it a little more, I'm just able to connect with you more rather than seeing a little icon. And I'm just going to go closer.
Thank you.
Have a lovely day. And we have a few more weeks, so I look forward to seeing you next week for sure.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Righto. Bye.
Bye.